Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about reptiles for our biodiversity presentation by Maya Lindroth and Darbi. We are going to be discussing the distinguishing characteristics of reptiles and the important subgroups within it, such as turtles, lizards, snakes, crocodiles, alligators, dinosaurs, and then we'll be talking about the evolutionary history of reptiles that created the modern reptiles that we know today. Additionally, we will be talking about the ecological significance that reptiles have on our environment, and then finally our topics of interest. We will also briefly show our sources that we have used.
Some of the distinguishing characteristics that reptiles have are first, their ectothermic metabolism. This means that reptiles are cold-blooded and their body temperature depends on external surfaces, and they have many behavioral adaptations that help them regulate their temperature, like digging underground. Additionally, some reptiles go through brumation, meaning they don't eat and decrease their metabolism during cold months. Another characteristic is their scaly skin. Reptiles have scaly, dry skin that can prevent water loss. Their scales can be very large or very small, even microscopic. A third characteristic is their respiration. Reptiles breathe through lungs like humans do, not gills like fish, despite some reptiles living only in water. Their fourth distinguishing characteristic is that they're tetrapods, meaning all reptiles have 4 legs or descended from an animal that once did have 4 legs, in the case of snakes. Their reproduction is also a distinguishable characteristic, as all reptiles lay their eggs on land or through a live birth. Their last characteristic is their heart chambers. Most reptiles have 3 heart chambers, unlike mammals who have 4 and fish who have 2.
Some of the important subgroups that we will be covering are turtles, lizards, snakes, crocodiles versus alligators, and dinosaurs. Our first subgroup is turtles. Turtles are omnivores and are distinguished through their toothless mouths and a horny beak that they use to eat prey and plants. Their size varies between less than 4 inches to more than 5 feet long. They have varying lifespans, some species living 30 to 40 years, others to 80, and the Galapagos giant tortoise can live up to 150 years. Turtles have short feet or have paddle-like flippers if they are marine turtles. Most turtles pull their heads into their shell to hide from predators and to strike prey quickly, though some bend their necks sideways. The greatest number of turtle species lived in southeastern North America and South Asia. Aquatic turtles live in bodies of water ranging from small ponds and bogs to large lakes and rivers, while some live in both water and on land, and some are strictly terrestrial and live on land.
Next, let's talk about lizards. These reptiles are among the most widespread, appearing on every continent except Antarctica. Lizards have scaled skin, most have legs, and they have various tail and shape sizes. They range from 1.6 inches to 9.9 feet long. They also live in a wide range of habitats, they have detachable tails for predator escape, and they help control rodent and insect populations. They thrive in nearly every kind of ecosystem, from dense rainforests to arid deserts. A fascinating adaptation some lizard species possess is that a tail can detach in response to predators' grasp, allowing the lizard to escape and later regenerate the lost tail. By feeding on small rodents and insects, lizards also play an important ecological role in controlling populations of these animals, balancing various ecosystems worldwide.
Now, let's talk about snakes. These remarkable creatures share several similarities with lizards, yet they are unique in their own right. They are limbless, and there are more than 3,000 species. They are found everywhere except for Antarctica, Iceland, Ireland, Greenland, and New Zealand, and there are about 600 species that are venomous, and they are covered in scales. Snakes live in a variety of habitats, and they contribute to rodent and insect control. Snakes have adapted to a wide variety of ecosystem and climates, from deserts to rainforests and even urban environments. Like lizards, some species can even detach their scales to escape predators. Many of these snake species contribute to pest control by preying on rodents and insects, playing a crucial role in maintaining the ecosystem balance.
A crocodile has a long V-shaped snout. Crocodile snouts and wide upper jaws allow them to hide their teeth and therefore deliver a stronger bite. A crocodile can grow to a maximum of 20 feet, and crocodiles prefer brackish water near coastlines. They can leave the saltwater environments and travel to freshwater environments to hunt due to their lingual salt glands, which excrete excess salt to regulate the body's cellular composition and reduce dehydration. They also have separated toes and jagged fringe at its feet and hind legs.
Alligators and crocodiles are very similar, yet very different. So while the crocodiles have the V-shaped mouth, alligators have the wider U-shaped snouts, and many of its lower teeth do stick out, and they are significantly smaller than the crocodiles, while they are maximum of 14 feet long, and they primarily live in freshwater environments, as well as they have webbed feet.
Next, let's talk about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs lived on Earth 245 million years ago. The earliest known dinosaur appeared during the Triassic period. Fossils have been found in all 7 continents, and non-avian dinosaurs went extinct about 66 million years ago. There are roughly 700 known species of dinosaur. Knowledge on dinosaurs is based on fossils. Different species lived in distinct geological periods. Anthropods had sharp teeth and 3 toes. Herbivores had various teeth shapes. Our knowledge of non-avian dinosaurs is entirely based on fossil records. Dinosaurs existed in many forms across millions of years, with each species adapted to different periods in Earth's history. For example, carnivorous theropods, like the T-Rex, had pointy teeth and 3 toes suited for hunting, while herbivorous dinosaurs had teeth that paired with their diet and rounded toes adapted for foraging. Though they're extinct, dinosaurs have left a lasting legacy that still influences our understanding of evolution today. Now that we know a bit about these groups, let's look back at the evolutionary history that connects them together. They first appeared 310 to 320 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. They evolved from amphibian-like creatures, and they were the first vertebrates to live entirely on land. 250 million years ago, amniotes split into sauropsids and synapses during the Permian period. They are identified through their footprints, bones, teeth, and exoskeletons relating to their species and history. During the Mesozoic era was the age of reptiles, and during the Paleogene extinction, 66 million years ago, many of them became extinct. Modern reptiles evolved from the survivors, and ancestors of crocodiles, dinosaurs, and birds can be found in the Triassic period. The Mesozoic era, often called the Age of Reptiles, was when reptiles diversified rapidly, filling every available niche. This era ended with the Paleogene extinction 66 million years ago, which wiped out the dinosaurs and paved the way for modern reptiles. During the earlier Triassic period, we find the first known ancestors of crocodiles, dinosaurs, and even birds. Today, reptiles continue to thrive, with over 10,000 species and ecosystems worldwide, from scorching deserts to dense forests.
Finally, let's go into the ecological significance. So why do reptiles matter in our environment? So reptiles provide nutrients and food for predators, as well as regulating populations of small mammals, insects, and other prey, so kind of what they eat, as well as preventing diseases from spreading, and they indicate that an ecosystem is in health. Herbivorous reptiles promote plant growth as well as nutrient cycling and habitat maintenance, and used in traditional and modern medicines. So herbivorous reptiles play an essential role in promoting plant growth by consuming vegetation, as well as helping cycle nutrients back into the soil, which benefits other organisms in the food web. Reptiles also contribute to maintaining healthy habitats by regulating the prey populations and keeping ecosystems balanced. In addition to their ecological roles, some reptiles are also used in medicines, providing compounds that contribute to various treatments in modern healthcare. So overall, reptiles are very important in our ecosystem. So going over some topics of interest, so with reptiles, medicinal use of snake venom is used from reptiles, as well as the Madagascan big-headed turtle is the most endangered reptile, and the most interesting species, in our opinion, is the thorny devil lizard. So, kind of going over the Madagascan big-headed turtle because it is the most endangered reptile. It is at critically endangered status, so it is listed in the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Only small fragmented populations remain, primarily in western Madagascar's slow-moving rivers and lakes. So they have huge threats to survival, and this species faces severe threats due to habitat loss, hunting, and poaching for the pet trade. Agricultural expansion, as well as deforestation and pollution, further the strain on its habitat, leaving it with few safe areas to live and breathe. As its name suggests, the big-headed turtle has a disproportionately large head, as you can see in the top image of this slide, which it's unable to retract it into its shell. The distinctive feature is believed to help crack open hard-shelled prey like crustaceans or mollusks.